Welcome back to Broken Bobby's Transformation Page. If you are new to the page, in 1990 I became involved in the drug gang world. From 92 to '06, I spent a lot of time incarcerated. I tell these stories to let you know it don't have to be you. If you're young and thinking about trying something or you're figuring out how to get out, these are my stories of this lifestyle and how it affected me, and eventually I got out and transformed my life. So let's get into today's story. All right, guys, as you can see by the thumbnail, this is Best Jobs for Convicted Felons. So when you get arrested, you catch a felony, whether you go to prison or just county jail, you get back out. A lot of people don't want to touch you as far as putting you to work. So some of my early jobs, getting out of prison, I was convicted for possession of sales. And with the drug charges, it made it really difficult to get a good job. Um, Eventually, I would end up in trucking, getting my Class A license. But let's dig deeper into this. So, if you are new to the channel, subscribe, smash that like button, drop a comment, and tell me what your experiences were with this if you were unfortunate enough to catch a felony, and share this video. Maybe it might help somebody. So let's get into it. So like I said, there weren't a lot of opportunities when I got out. What I did was, because I was dealing with addiction, I went to an in-house treatment facility for drug addiction, and it was a 90-day program. And the way it worked was, I believe the first 30 days you couldn't have any contact with the outside world. The second 30 days, like, you could go get out and about, you could use the phone, you could go work on getting your license, or uh, getting a social security card, or whatever you may need to function back in society. And on the last 30 days, the program I was in, there were people that would come around and take us out as cheap labor, basically. Construction, I did Captain Car Wash, which was a mobile washing service. A lot of labor intensive type positions, but it was a start. And a lot of these people that were doing these were people that were in the AA and NA community. So, a lot of people get into construction, once they've got felony convictions. And one thing I'll say about construction sites is there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of uh, people that love to drink after work. Some people love to drink during work. There's drugs floating around, a lot of meth use, and it's not to say that everybody that does construction is that way, but this stuff is real prevalent in these types of positions. So what I will say is, getting out, any job is a good start. If you're on probation or parole, your PO is definitely going to want you to seek, as they call it, gainful employment. And gainful employment basically means that you have a job and you're holding on to it. So, yeah, like my first job getting out, like, I was a Liberty, once I was out of the programs and everything. Like I said, I did the Captain Car Wash thing. I did some construction. I ended up relapsing doing construction. So that wasn't a good fit for me. But once, I was done with the program and away from that, my first job that I acquired on my own, I was a Liberty for Liberty Tax. Being tax season, a lot of you probably understand what that is. I was out there wearing that stupid blue dress, waving a sign, trying to get people to come in and do their taxes with Liberty. And, as terrible of a job as that was, it was a start for me. And excuse me, I'm still fighting this cold, but, as terrible of a job as that was, it was a job. And the key to everything is holding on to that job until you can find something better. It's building blocks. So you're in a crappy job that you hate basically, but you're not going to give up that job until you find something better. And someone was able to pull me in as a maintenance guy in a senior community, uh, when I was doing that job. And, I jumped over there and, I continued to build on that. I was going to school at this time, which helped because the financial aid assisted me with paying my bills and stuff. And I took some student loans, which took forever to pay off, but I eventually did get that done. And I ended up working for a carnival. And, you can laugh and joke and say, oh, you were a carny. But working, being a carny and being that laborer out there helping to build the rides and stuff led me to truck driving, which is what, you know, where I'm still at today, 15 years later. So, you get a job, crappy job, whatever it may be, and you continue to look and you work on building a sober network of people that, may be able to help you out at some point, or you can help them out. Uh, if you continue to hang around people that are using, then chances are that's what you're going to continue to do. I had to change everything when I got out, and that's was how I was able to do it. Making good decisions and continuing to make good decisions and not letting a bad decision here and there ruin everything. So the thing is, like I said, get a job, any job. Hold on to that job, but continue to look, continue to strive for something better, but never quit a job until you basically signed on with someone else saying that you're going to go work for them. Don't go have a good interview and say, screw this job, I'm quitting, because you never know. So that's, I think the best job for a convicted felon for me was trucking. And, a big reason for that is because I was new into sobriety. And while I was on probation and parole, I had to test, monthly or whatever it was. And getting into the trucking industry, now, uh, a DUI for me is half of the legal limit because I'm a Class A holder. Also, I have random Department of Transportation drug test. So that helped me in the early stages to stay on my toes. I couldn't say I'm going to go out and party this weekend because you never know. Next week they might drop a random on me and I might have to head over to the clinic. So trucking to me is the best job for a convicted felon, especially somebody dealing with addiction. Let me know what kind of jobs you guys do. And if you like the video, smash the like button. If you know somebody that this might help, share the video to them. Drop a comment and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And as always, don't look at the mountain, just start climbing.